sinkhole has occurred somewhere in the city. Stay out of harm's way and contact authorities with any information.
Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to JBPG City and some more City Skylines mass transit. And, well, I had planned on letting time run a little bit between episodes, but literally the second I stopped recording, I got a warning about a sinkhole. And there it is. That's quite a big one. That's done a fair bit of damage. And it's dropped off here in our Middle Heights, Lafayette Hills area. I think it's Lafayette Hills. This area still hasn't finished zoning in, as you can see. Let's speed time up a little bit. And I'm going to go to full speed until we've got this area fixed. So, I need to terraform out this sinkhole. Where are my terraforming tools? There we go. So let's go to level. Select my ground height. Let's fill this back up. I need to really rebuild my road network as well, as you can see. Quite a few roads that are damaged. In fact, that road's actually a little bit too high. I want to have that height. By the look of it. There we go. I'll just smooth that off. Like so. Let's go into road repairs. Let's fix the damaged roads first of all. Oh, look at all those buildings here that have just gone. Any other damaged roads? Yep, here, here, here. We used to have a monorail station just here. That thing could have fallen in the sinkhole as well. Oh no, that's where the monorail was, just in that block there. So maybe the monorail would have been okay. Although the connection up here, that could have gone. Let's put our roads back in now that are missing. So that needs to be connected up there. Like that. I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be a road there as well. And a road here. If memory serves me correctly. Let's put this one back in first of all. There we go. That doesn't look too bad. Let's go into our zoning and we can repair our office zoning. So we had commercial along here. Rezone all of that. Got a square there. There we go. Let's correct that and put some offices there and there as well. And then that was offices as well. There we go. So, repair the damage from our little sinkhole adventure there. You can see we've got that gap there. That's because that area used to be a wider road, but I left it as just a single one-way way in instead. I'm not going to bother reworking the zoning over there. Traffic's backing up because we broke the road connections over here because of the sinkhole, so it's kind of diverted the traffic. That should sort itself out again. How is Grizzly Adams Heights getting on? It's getting there, slowly, as you can see. More and more houses are starting to pop up. You can see people being born in the houses as well. The farm is still struggling for workers, but that will ease off in time. How are we doing over here with our traffic, etc.? Yeah, it seems to be flowing reasonably well, doesn't it? It always looks worse than it is from a distance at first glance when you see cars parked up like that. It looks like you've got massive queues. It's actually just cars parked up. So it's not so bad. But it all seems to be flowing through here quite nicely. A lot of traffic going through past the airport, as you can see. But it's still flowing, it's still moving. Have we had another game yet? Let's have a look. We have, and we're still winning. We're winning 4. And we've won 4, lost none. Our team is kicking ass. That's what I like to see. A few noise complaints. Not that surprising, considering they're next to a big train hub. Ugh, excuse me. Must have kicked up a bit of dust. Oh, I'll go and sneeze again in a minute, I think. Yeah, lots and lots of people waiting to use our different services here. You see, we've got a tourist train waiting to come in as well. In fact, we're actually getting a little bit of frame rate lag around here because there's so many people on screen. And there's our monorail coming in. There's a tourist train sticking a load of people out. A load more people getting off the monorail, wanting to get onto the train, I think, or possibly coming up from the metro underneath, actually. Might be coming from the metro. Big change of people on that platform there, but there's still a whole bunch of people there, look. It's just absolutely mental. Look at them just standing there. That's crazy. I think we might need to put on additional trains on that line. Let's wait for the next one to come through. Here it comes. How many trains are we running? 2. Yes, we definitely want more trains. Let's go to 3 for now. See if 3 is going to help. There's a lot of people moving around. I'm wondering where these people are all waiting for. They're just standing there. Are they waiting for the metro? Are they waiting for the monorail? Or are they waiting for a train? It's hard to tell. I think they might be waiting just for a train. A few tourists getting off, a few getting on. Yeah, it's tough to see whether we're making a major impact just there. Oh, we have a water problem over here. Ah, okay. I didn't even think to check to see whether our pipe network would have been damaged. It doesn't look as though it has, but I don't think we actually had that side connection there before. So as we've added that in, we've just had to lengthen our pipes a little bit. Speaking of, did I make sure I'd got enough pipes over here? Yes, I did. I see more and more houses springing into life over here. A lot of farms being abandoned, farm buildings being abandoned. Just trying to regenerate the area a little bit. This is why I didn't zone the whole lot in. I'm trying to do it in stages. So once this area is secure and running, then what we'll do is we'll gradually piecemeal in a bit more at a time. But that'll do for now. Excuse me for sniffing away in the background here. Right. Grizzly Adams Heights is still expanding. Look, we're still getting houses that are getting upgraded. They're getting improved. More people are being born in those houses. We've just seen a little birth symbol pop up there. See, these are only at level 2 out of 5 at the moment. There's plenty of scope for some of these houses to get bigger and bigger and bigger. That's odd. Jobs available 99. Something's gone wrong with that house there. And that house there. Why are we getting jobs available 99? That's very, very strange. A bit of a glitch there. Never noticed that before. Never seen that before. Are we getting... Ah, look at that. Those extra trains have made an impact. We are getting that queue off there. Might need to do the same with the monorail. Let's take a look at the monorail. How many... we're running 4. Let's bump that up to 5. There is that 5th one that's just spawned in there. That should hopefully help alleviate some of the pressure on that platform just there. May make this route a little bit too busy though, or it may make this station a little bit too busy. A lot of people waiting on these platforms, but there's multiple different services coming in, so can't really read too much into that at the moment. We never really did do that much with our bus routes, did we? We could look at adding in an extra couple of bus routes, perhaps. We've got that one that kind of services that district. Let's get one into service up here. So, I'm going to move that one down to there. Oops, no, that's a stop. There we go, drag. So there we go. So that's going to service the bottom one, and then this one here will start a new line just there. So let's see. I'd like that to come down and connect here if I can. I'm wondering, actually, before I go ahead and do that, might solve this problem that we have here, actually, if I do that. I'll take those out for a second. Bring that down to there. Join that like that. I want to add in our monorail track. There we go. That works. Didn't break the train either, which is good. I'm a little surprised by that. So let's get traffic flowing again. So we're back on our route here. There we go. So that wants to kind of come down here and then come up this way. I kind of want it to come in here. Let's get it to stop there. And stop there. And there. And there. And there. Bring it around to that point there, and then go back the same way. Nice little point to point and return service. We'll move those stops in a moment. We'll get the line complete first of all, and then bring that in and complete that line. Yeah, that works. Okay, so we've got a bus that services that area. And then I want one to do Butler Square on both sides of Butler Square. So let's do those on this side. So let's have this one here. So that's going to come up here. And run through here. Turn around there, come back. It's just going to be a short bus line, this one. And complete the line. And then I want a stop. Actually, I need to move that up to the top there. There we go. And then this one here. This is going to service our route down here into this area. So the monorail itself can service Van Leeuwen Business Park. I need to find a turning area though. So let's take that stop out. Instead put a stop there. It's a bit too close. Let's put it here. And then come around this side. And then we can double up on these stops. And complete the line. There we go. We went to the trouble of putting in that multi-service terminal that had buses, buses, monorails, and a metro. It makes sense for us to actually take advantage of all three of them. I think there's a metro. Was it a metro? Or was it just buses and monorails? It might just be buses and monorails, actually. Let's take a look at our monorail stations. Yeah, it's just monorails and buses. The other one's a three-way hub. That's just a two-way hub. Okay, I need to put my power lines back in as a redundancy line, just in case there's a problem. Okay, how are we doing over here? Businesses are still struggling, but it's starting to look a little bit more farm-like with these large open areas of field, which is good. That's what I wanted. We are going to need to increase the size of Grizzly Adams Heights, as expected. That there is the edge, I think. Yeah. This is going to be tricky. I need to go straight on this one. There we go. Now we can go back to freeform. I'm actually going to relocate that building like that, and then I can bring a road straight through the middle like that. Split that area up quite nicely. I'm going to do some more terraforming. I'll stretch this land out around the back over here. Start running out of soil again at this rate. Let's have a slightly lower level over here. Just gobble up some of this extra soil over here. Yeah, that's not going to work, is it? That's not going to look particularly good. Alright, let's reset the level. There we go. Now we can smooth that off a little bit more. There's a hill. That kind of works. Get some houses at different heights. Adds a bit more character to this area, I think. We take this road along here. There we go, and we can now add in some extra connecting roads. There we go, that works. Let's add in an extra little bit down here. Again, we'll try and keep a nice natural looking connection where we can. Around here. And that might be a good place to kind of look at bringing this area to a close perhaps. There we go, it's a nice little expansion to Grizzly Adams Heights. And I need to increase the district size to account for all these new houses that have gone up since we first zoned it. There we go. Knapp's Farm is still turning over businesses, but it's starting to stabilise, as you can see, or at least at first glance it looks like it. Only one job going there, no jobs there, one there, none there. Some of these businesses are now starting to stabilise, which is good. It's what we wanted to see. It's finally starting to take effect. I'm going to deliberately keep services quite low in that area as well. I don't want that to overdevelop, because then it just creates even more jobs, and I don't want that to be a factor just yet. We are going to need to add in some more commercial over here, I think. I don't think that's going to be enough to support this whole area, really. This seems like a good spot for a bit more. Just there. There we go, commercials of many sizes. And we'll run some more, I suppose, there as well. Is that going to be enough? Should be enough for now. Let's start adding in some more housing. We'll need to drop some extra parks in as well. I'm going to need to increase my water piping as well. One thing I do want to do is break up this area a little bit with some paths, especially near the bus stops. There we go. There's that water problem that we were talking about. Just simply extend our pipes down. Take that piece out now. There we go, and come down this way. Okay, there we go. Let's continue adding in more commercial. In fact, actually, before we do that, let's go ahead and add some more parks and stuff in. going to put the skate park in near the schools, just because it seems to be a good spot for them, but I don't want it too close because I've already got a playground over there. Oh, that corner just there, that works. Let's see if we can get another small park in somewhere over here, perhaps. It's a bit too small. Trying to do this where it's going to have the minimal impact of damage on existing housing, and I don't see a good spot. Sometimes that's the problem with these. It will squeeze in there. Is that they do tend to cause some problems with you know, their straight edges when you get any kind of curved road. Let's get a bouncy house in somewhere over here. Again, you can see bouncy castles, that's what we call them here in the UK. I've been Americanized calling them bouncy houses. And then I'm going to need something over here. Let's go with a plaza with trees, perhaps. Yeah, let's do that on this corner here, near the commercial stuff. Okay, so now we can start putting in some more housing. So, housing. In fact, let's go with a brush. Just paint the area. There we go. Now I'm going to go to select, and I'm going to very carefully trim out certain parts that I don't want. Certainly don't want anything on the roundabouts. And we've got our usual problem of traffic parking on the roundabouts, so let's correct that with the right road type. In fact, let's go with trees on this one. We normally go without the trees. Let's go with trees on this roundabout. There we go. That'll stop the parking. So that's a nice little increase of extra people moving into the area. I am thinking as well, actually, just to help ease traffic a little bit, let's put a junction in just there. There we go. Yeah. So a second way into our town there. That'll help with traffic, so it's not all going to be clogging up the roundabout, because we're going to get a lot of farm traffic moving through there. I'm wondering about maybe having a slip road coming out this way as well. That's something to think about. Maybe a side road coming off here. It'll divert quite a lot of the traffic away from that route. We'll see. We'll see how busy it gets over here. We may come back and do that. Right. Let's take a look at some of our stuff over here. That's going to need emptying. It's only 49%. That's 67%. That's alright. Anything else need emptying while I'm over here? Nope. We did actually start emptying the cemetery over here last time. It's this one, wasn't it? There it is. Okay, so there's not a lot of development work that's left in our city now. I mean, we could go really big. We've already topped, as you can see, we've topped the 100,000 mark in terms of our population. We've got good coverage across our tiles here. I don't really think we need to go much bigger than this. I'm very pleased with how this looks right now. I mean, I suppose we could put a district in just here, perhaps, on this side of the river. That's something to consider. We'll see, but we are, as I say, running out of things that need to be put in now. We've got everything that we need to unlock unlocked. We're at over 100,000 people. We've got a nice, good network of trains and monorails. We've got a metro. We've got bus routes. We don't have blimps and we don't have ferries. Let's try and run a ferry service. The problem is, with the water constantly doing this, it does it does make the water make a ferry service going through there a bit of a problem. Oh, yeah, we do have another cemetery that needs emptying. There we go. And our traffic network, it seems to be running very, very smoothly. I mean, it works. We have some queues where we have traffic light junctions, as you would expect, but it seems to run pretty smoothly. You know, our rail hub over here is working brilliantly. Trains are coming in and delivering goods to be sent out. We're getting goods shipped out from here. When a train, train's being sent out from here when a ship comes in, like this one here. Cargo being loaded, and then that either splits off and goes out into our city itself, or just out of the city completely. So that one there, you see, is off to make a delivery route over to that hub just there. And the traffic over here is working nicely as well. You can see here, it's all flowing really, really well. So all those early problems that we had with traffic, we've overcome pretty much all of them. This was a real nightmare at one point, the Lucas Loop, and you can see how smooth traffic is flowing now that we have created additional transport access points. We've got this big diverging diamond over here, which again helps filter away some of the traffic from the Lucas Loop, but it's not exactly busy, is it? I mean, there's some traffic using it, but it's not like it's being overpowered with mass amount of traffic. Our new entrance system over here has completely changed the way this works, and this is so smooth now. And then of course we have our connection that goes over the freeway here, and again it just helps spread the traffic around, and all those problems that we had, they just don't exist anymore. You know, we kind of created a bit of a problem over here at one point, and you can see it's fixed. It runs really smoothly. No major queues, just, you know, little pauses at traffic lights, like that, and then the lights change, and the traffic goes off, and it flows, and no problems whatsoever. And our rail is working well, and I'm just so pleased with how this city has turned out. We're not getting monster tailbacks anymore. This is just the busiest part of it here. And it's just this junction that's the busiest part of our city, leading down to our industry. The rest of it is absolutely fine. Even this junction here, this is actually quite a busy junction. It works well. There's no major issues here. So I'm really pleased with how well this is shaken out. Let's just take a quick look at our team again. Have we won another one? We've won 5 straight matches now. Just absolutely. Let's go with the PG version. We're prodding buttock. Yeah, we're doing really, really well over here. Nap's farm now is starting to settle down as well. Look at that. That's brilliant. I wanted to change out some of these industries. We'll have large areas of fields if I can. So let's get something to pop back in these areas. Some little animal pens there. Some cows and more cows. And then what looks like a dairy plant next door, but it's actually grain silos, I think. It's really starting to come together and look like a farm. So let's add in our next bit. Let's add in that bit there. And see what pops up in that place there. We could put in a blimp ride. Let's see. We haven't, as I said, we haven't done blimps yet. So we're going to need a blimp stop and a blimp depot. Where are we going to build those? Well, we could put the depot over here in our industry area, perhaps, but it's already a heaving area. Don't want to put it in the airport. That would just be a bad idea. How about down here in Little Canada? I've already got a big hub there. We've got the space, but we've already got a hub there. Let's think. Let's put a blimp over this area, because this hasn't been worked on for a little while. Where can we squeeze a blimp depot in? Over here by Binney Heights, perhaps. Yeah, let's put the depot in here on Binney Heights. There we go. So we need some blimp stops. How big are these things? Pretty big. Pretty big indeed. Ah, excellent. So we can put a stop in there. And let's put another one, if we can, somewhere over here. Not a lot of space left over here. We have used quite a bit of it. We've used it quite well. Could take out that section there. Yeah, let's do that. Let's put a blimp stop in just there. And that's create a pathway. So we're going to start here. Haha, that's cool. So we can actually curve this around if we want to. I would like to have one over here somewhere if I can. Let's see if we can get a stop in here somewhere without doing too much damage. It's going to be tricky. That would still leave space for stuff either side. It's an awkward shape, the blimp stop. Ah, there we go. So let's start here. Where's the other one? It's over there, isn't it? And go in like that. And then we can have another path that then kind of mirrors that. I hope. Maybe not. Route. I see. So that's going to want to come to there. And then go to there. And then back again. Okay. We should see stuff coming out from the blimp depot. Why aren't we seeing stuff coming out from the blimp depot? Where's our blimps? Needs to be connected to lines. Oh. Of course. They're not like buses where they just magically go. Where they're supposed to. There we go. So let's follow our blimp. That's awesome. We have blimps. With awkward turning. Right, I want to change the... I could have stayed connected to that actually. There we go. Let's go to edit the line. I'll change the colour. There we go. It's actually not right. There we go. That's a bit better. That's so cool. Love that. That is brilliant. I absolutely love that. Right, we need to do subscriber names for this week. Or this episode, not this week. So, Charlie has requested an industrial district, but has given me no input on the name. So, I'm going to call Belmont District. I'm going to rename as the Charles Industrial Estate, I think. There we go. No, that's the docks, isn't it? I need to create a district over there. Okay, we'll do that. So Pleasant Hills. Just rename this. Let's grab my keyboard. So there we go, the Charles Heights Industrial Estates. That is our subscriber request for this time. I do have just a couple left on the list, and we will probably put both of those out next time out. If you haven't seen, if you haven't put a request in, it's now too late, unfortunately. We have reached the cut-off point, so I will not be able to... Well, this is your last call. This is the very last episode I will accept requests on, because I will be, finishing this series very soon, and we do still have several unclaimed districts, as you can see. Bedford Square over there, Sunset Heights, Broad Heights, Myrtle Hill, Aspen Park. There's plenty of places that haven't been claimed yet. Sterling Square, Spring District. And some other districts that need to be actually created. So there needs to be a district actually built here, for example. So there's still plenty of things left that can be claimed if you want to get your name to appear on screen in our city here. So this is the very last call, last chance to get these in, and I will be ending this series very, very soon, and I will not take any requests from this episode on, well, after this episode. So this is your very, very last chance to get your request in. That's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with some more JBPG City and our mass transit playthrough very soon.